every word that is inappropriate. They don't care. Now, if you all really collectively do not watch the show when she's back on it, guess what? You might get Lisa Rinna fired the next season. But I agree with you. They do not care. And I believe that 98% of the people listening to this are going to watch. They tell me when I say this, you're wrong, David, I'm not going to watch. But okay, then don't watch. I don't believe it.
Yeah. I think that, I don't know well, it'll depend upon what part 3 brings, but I don't know what this can end up as, where you are so compelled. Last season, we were all kind of hanging on what was going to happen with Erika, right? That was like the big thing, like what was going to happen. So it kind of forced you to, tune back in. I felt like it did anyway. And now, if they agree to disagree and they don't like each other, and from, I don't remember whatever it was that they said, they didn't hug at the end. There was no toast at the end. They all kind of walked away angry. So what do? They just pick up right at the same level of drama the next season after how much time goes by? Because they've got to give them a break after back-to-back seasons. What, you know what I mean? Like what? It just, and no shakeup in the cast. There has to be a change. Something has to happen.
Well, I think, we keep hearing about these like alliance shifts or like this, the only thing, right, this third part is going to tell us so much, but I think Kyle, look, if Kyle is in a really strange place, I mean, it sounds like she breaks down crying again. I think she's speaking to Rinna, but I read something. Kathy's whole thing is like, I don't know if we can recover from this, Kyle, if this is your friend that tried to take your sister out. And I think Kyle is just like, you live your life, I live my life. It's my, and I see both sides of it. I do, but I think that's the dynamic. Maybe Kyle will start shifting. Maybe the residual effects of this will have Kyle pausing with Rinna a little bit, and it will be Rinna, Dorit, and EJ. Yeah. And Kyle will be, I don't know. I mean, you're making I don't know. I'm not saying, but like Kyle will start coming over.
I don't know. I don't know. Not now, especially after, Erika said that Dorit and PK would be the next couples to divorce. I mean, I don't see Dorit wanting to go climb into bed with those two like pariahs.
And she's really close to Kyle.
Yeah, like I don't see Dorit going with Erika.
Well, maybe it'll be EJ and Rinna against the world, because that's what it seems like right now.
They are, the two of them together. It's just, with the way they talk and they finish each other. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's the worst for me. I cringe. Like I want to close my ears just to not hear it and turn away.
And they're so smug.
Wait. And about what? What could they possibly be smug about? It's just like trickety, trashity, trickety. It's just so bad. It's so bad.
They have like a second light. Like they don't even, like Erika looks at her like, okay. And then she just says, yes, I threw the book in the garbage. Like they have like this, such a like familiar language with them. The thing with Rinna that I was going to say too, is like my whole thing with her, which is kind of where we started, is like, are you aware? Like, are you collecting the paycheck? And I don't know, or are you just like, have you done this for so long that you just believe your own hype? Like you just, like your mind is just gone.
I agree. Yes, I do think so. And I think that they're both are probably so insulated with, their little teams of people that yes them, that no one is telling them the truth. No one is really saying to them, you need to take a break. You need to go on a hard pause. You need to get away and turn it all off and get some real reality back in your life, because you both look like nut jobs.
I mean, do you think it's even like, say Rinna took her pause, they let her go. Do you think it's possible? Can she get her reality back?
I mean, honestly, I don't know. It's hard to say because I feel like when someone starts morphing so much into like a whole different character, like physically all the wigs and the makeup and the, just everything, it's like she's really lost herself. She's lost, and I could be dead wrong. I don't know. I don't know how much of her private life she still keeps. And I think you and I, when it was all coming down with Kathy and everything, and I was saying, this will be a hard thing for her to get over in LA because of the circles are not that big. There's not that many that are that big. And she doesn't, she said that on the show today, or when I watched it today, that she doesn't have a lot of friends. And I believe that. I think that her life is work, her husband and her daughters and a couple people. I mean, that's just what I think. I don't know. But and to that degree, I think it's good, because if she doesn't have a lot of people that, like Crystal, don't want to hang out with her anymore, I think that's better for her. And maybe she can more easily go off to Canada, to the lake house or wherever she goes. But I think it's very difficult to be living. How many seasons has she been on now? How many years has she been doing this?
I think like almost 10. Let me
Okay,
pull it up. Like somewhere like, yeah, around there.
I think it's hard to just keep going further and further down that rabbit hole for a decade and think you're ever going to claw your back out to level ground again. No, I don't. I think she's cooking her goose as far as what's going to be available to her after the Housewives. Like, and maybe she's making enough money to where she doesn't have to worry about it, and like she'll just sail off into retirement. But I can't imagine that she'd have so many job offerings when she's so disliked.
That's what I was going to say. Like, what do you do after this? Like, that's the whole thing. I'm looking. She's technically started in season 5. And now we are in 12. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 8 seasons. That's what I thought. 8 to 10. 8. So 8. Right. Like, what do you do after this? It is interesting, too, what you say about Harry. Like, she goes to BravoCon alone. She films her scenes alone. Like, where is Harry? I mean, I understand he works sometimes away, but not 24 hours a day. I mean, this isn't,
No.
Where is he?
I don't know. Maybe he doesn't really know what's going on. What was that one thing with the one guy that I sent you the text messages that was like trying to blow up her, that was like, had all these like receipts on her. I don't even remember what it was now.
Patrick Somers with like the box.
Yeah. Tell me what that is. I don't know enough about that.